Okay, if I do the same thing as I did before, I'm going to go top, bottom. There is no left, right, or front, back. So we're going to do this as top, bottom, and then maybe cylinder face 1, cylinder 2, right? And maybe we'll label 1, label 2. Okay, so let's talk about top and bottom. If I go looking at this from the top, it's going to be the exact same area as bottom. Same area, right? If I looked at it from the very top, it's going to look like this, but it'll have the exact same area as the bottom. So once again, I only need to calculate one of the bottoms. One of these, the bottom. Okay, I never need to calculate this. Don't need to because it's included. It's included in here. Okay, I just calculate the bottom and I multiply by 2. Okay, so that's really going to help you out. Next, cylinder 1, you're going to cut this thing open, right? So I have the area of this thing, let's say area of cylinder 1 is going to be, well, when I cut it open, it's going to be 3, and this is going to be, this length is going to be circumference, which is pi d. Okay, so you're going to have to keep track of all that. And the area for cylinder 2 is going to be 2 with this circumference, which is another pi d, but the d is different in this case. Okay, so the d here would be 5, and the d on the top one is going to be 2. So you're going to need to calculate those and keep track of them. All right, so you keep track of all of this information, keep track of this information, keep track of this. You're going to get 3 separate numbers here. This one, the area here, and the area here. And when you get these 3 numbers, you go ahead and add them all together. Okay, so let's label them different colors. And when you get these, you add them all together, and you get your total surface area. Okay, these questions are hard because you have to, oops, can't even see what I'm doing. You have to keep track of all your numbers and make sure you're doing all the calculations correctly. We're using 3.14 as pi, multiplying this one by d, which is 5, multiplying this one by d, which is 2, and multiplying this by radius here, which is half of 5. What's 5 divided by 2? Should be 2.5. So our radius here is 2.5 squared. That's 2.5 times 2.5. So if you're making mistakes here, it's probably because you're using radius or diameter. You have to be very, very careful with all of those. Hopefully that helps.